So the last video got cut off a little bit, but the 3 decimal place values that we're learning to the right of the decimal today was tenths, hundredths, and thousands. So with that, we should know now that to the left of our decimal point, it's always going to start with our ones place, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and so on and so on. But every time we go to the right of our decimal, it's going to start with tenths. It's spelled a little differently and it kind of sounds the same, but it goes tenths, hundred, thousands, 10,000s, and so on and so on. So one final thing I really wanted to talk to you about was how was a decimal place value different from a whole number place value? And then how is it the same? So the difference is, while a whole number has values that is greater than or equal to 1, a decimal place only has value that is less than 1. So those are the difference. The difference is a whole number has values that are greater than or equal to 1, where a decimal place only has values that are less than 1. Okay? And this is how they are the same. They are the same because a place to the left of another place has value that is greater than that place. And a place that is to the right of another place has value that is less than that place. So if I go to the left of my decimal place, so if I go to ones, and then my next number is tens, those values are always going to be bigger as you go along, such as ones, tens, hundred, thousands. When I go to the right of my decimal, I'm starting at tenths, then I go to hundreds, thousands, and my value is being decreased. So if I go to the left of my decimal, I'm increasing my value of my number. If I go to the right of my decimal, I am decreasing the value of each number each time. Okay? And then our last thing I want to talk about is adding and subtracting of decimals. So I have already a number to do. And if you write it down on a separate sheet of paper, and you can work it with me, but this is how you're supposed to set up each problem. We've talked about this in class a lot, you always want to line up your decimal point with the numbers, okay? So if I had this number, I'm not going to start all the way from here and do it this way. No, I need to line up my decimal points so then I can get the right answer. So let's do this together. So I'm adding in this problem. So 5 plus 5 is 10. 3 plus 7 is 10. But remember, we carried a 1, so then that's 11. So we have to add another 1 and then a 1 down below. Now we have 8 plus 7. Okay, 8 plus 7 is 15. But remember, we carried a 1, so now we're adding 1, so it's 16. So then we're going to carry another 1. Got to put down that decimal point. 2 plus 0 is 2. But remember, we added that 1 at the top. So now it is 3. And then 1 plus nothing is itself, which is 1. So your answer should be 13.610. And because we always like to double check in math, I'm going to check on my phone calculator like we always do. So 12.875 plus 0.735 plus 0.3755, 13.61. Now, this doesn't show the 0, but the 0 is still there because remember, sometimes our zeros don't show up. So that, we got the right answer. Okay? So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope this helps a lot. If you have any questions, please let me know. Do the assessment, the little assessments I have for Khan Academy. That's your homework that you're going to be doing. Okay? If you have any questions, please bring them up to the meeting. Have a wonderful day, guys.